Have had so many stories come up over the weekend and over the last few weeks about people that are struggling with either infertility or they're struggling with losing weight or they're sharing stories with me about how magnesium saved their life while giving labor. It's all of these collective stories over time that continue to empower me to show up and encourage you to take care of your health. And I know that for a lot of you, figuring out the tactics and the steps and the how to's is where you get stuck. So today, I am going to be sharing 3 to 5 tips and strategies that you might want to look into as you embrace this healthy journey of yours. But before I do that, let me share a quick story. So I was with some friends over the weekend, and I was chit-chatting with one of my girlfriends, and she mentioned how, one of her doctors had shared with her that if they were struggling to conceive their baby, that typically doctors will say after 6 months of trying, then you should try infertility treatments. And surprisingly, this new doctor that she went to actually told her, you need to start adopting a plant-based diet. And for me, it's like I've always known that to be true. The more that we eat plant-based, the more that our bodies just function at more optimal levels. Don't get me wrong, I don't preach one diet or the other. However, it's proven by science that when you do consume more animal product, more meat, more dairy, it takes the body a lot more energy to break down that food and convert it into energy. So we're not in the times like back in the day where we had to hunt our food. Like for the majority of us, our lives are pretty sedentary and animal products aren't necessary. So that's the story number one. Story number two is I was sharing in my stories how I take magnesium and just how it's just such an amazing supplement to take regularly. And somebody replied to my stories and said, wow, I actually had to get an IV of magnesium during labor. And I said, gosh, why? And she said it was to control her blood pressure in order to prevent seizures and preeclampsia because her blood pressure got so high during labor. So that's another story, another indication that perhaps supplementation and magnesium are very good for our health. And then, there's other stories that I've been hearing lately, like another friend telling me that he feels amazing when he takes his vitamins regularly, and he hates to admit this to his wife, but when he takes them regularly, he just has more energy and feels better. And the reason why he feels better, the reason why doctors are now starting to see the value and benefits of a plant-based diet is because there is starting to be more research that supports that following a plant-based diet, that following certain lifestyle behaviors can prevent the world's top chronic conditions. And it's all based on lifestyle behaviors. So the lifestyle behaviors that I'm referring to are things such as water. Our cells are made up of primarily water. Our skin, the largest organ in our body, is primarily made up of water. Our brain is made up of a healthy fat and water. Vitamins and nutrients are absorbed when we are properly hydrated. I try to drink about 3 to 5 of these a day. These bottles that I have about 20 to 25 ounces. And so right now I'm on my third one, and it's only 1 p.m. So water. The second thing that you want to incorporate into your day is daily sunshine. I was doing an Instagram live with my friend, Dr. Juliana Gallegos, who is a clinical psychologist, and she was sharing how, many years ago, our ancestors would go out into the sun and just bask in the sun because they knew that the sun provided energy. So water, sunshine, sleep. Minimum 7 hours of sleep, ideally more. Everybody is different, so you might need a little less, you might need a little more. The key is to go to sleep at a time where you can get that good high quality sleep, and be sure that you're well rested every single day. So it's the amount of hours is going to vary by person and by your lifestyle. Relationships, that's something that we don't talk a lot about, but in the research that Gallup did, and the research they published with the 5 pillars of well-being, social well-being is the second most detrimental pillar of well-being, according to the research they did in over 150 countries all over the world, where they surveyed 98% of the adult world population. If you do not have quality relationships in your life or don't have the time to foster them, that will be detrimental to your health. Infusing joy in your daily life is another daily, attribute that we should be thinking about. Like, do you have time to do the things that you actually enjoy? Do you actually enjoy your day-to-day? Do you enjoy the work that you do for a living? If not, are there opportunities for you to start infusing some things that do bring you joy so that you don't burn out, and get sick? And then also vitamins, right? You guys know that I am an independent distributor with USANA Health Sciences. And this is just a sample of the daily regimen that I take, right? But you can check out my stories for more. So here I have proflavanol C. It's a very potent form of vitamin C that also has potassium, calcium, magnesium, and zinc. I also have my kids' Usanimals that they take for their daily vitamin. I have Magna-Cal D, that's magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D. My core minerals. I have my fish oil. I have my antioxidants, digestive enzymes. I'll talk more about this later. But then I also take probiotics. So vitamins is another way to supplement the nutrients you're not getting from food. And majority of people think that they get all of their nutrients from food. And according to the standard American diet, no, you don't. So let me know if you have any questions about a supplement regimen, and I'm more than happy to guide you through what you should consider in adding to your regimen. The other thing is, I think I already said movement, right? And exercise, at least 30 minutes a day. And then the biggest one is unplugging. Do you give yourself time at the end of the day to turn off all of your devices, to actually unplug from social media, from electronics, from television, from everything that has to do with electronics? There's electronic magnetic waves that impact our cells and our being. So definitely take some time to unplug. Obviously, you can see the copy of my book, Losing Your Weight for Good, that I have here. You can get that at losingyourweightforgood.com, or you can just message me directly. It's $27, Venmo me, send me your address, and I will ship it to you right away. I only have a few copies left. We're going to be doing our launch party next year, so that should be really exciting. But if you want to grab your copy now, Losing Your Weight for Good, go to losingyourweightforgood.com, or send me a message, Venmo me, and send me your address, and I can get that to you right away. Losing your weight for good, it's not just about weight loss. It's really more about achieving your healthiest you transformation. It's about self-confidence and self-leadership, and the weight loss is just one component of it. So let me know what questions you have. Check out the links below. Message me. Let's set up a complimentary consultation and get you going on your path. We are in the middle of a global pandemic, and the first priority that we should be focused on is on our health, our self-care, and our well-being. All right, everybody, be well, and I hope we can connect soon. Bye.